If you haven't tried out smart light bulbs, you're missing a world of cool features. Let's have a look. Dave Taylor here, and I'm looking at smart light bulbs. Yes, turns out you can put smarts in just about everything, but smart light bulbs are actually really cool. So I'm looking at these. These are two different kinds of smart bulbs from a company called LIFX. This is the A19, and it's the bigger and brighter of the two. And this, I have two of them, is the Mini Color. And what I've done is I've taken a 3-bulb light fixture and I've put 2 of the minis and 1 of the A19s into it. We'll come back to that demo in just a minute. Let me tell you a little bit about them first. Most importantly, on the bottom, they both are what's known as E26. And what that means is that it's a 26mm Edison screw. So in other words, standard light bulb screw fits into any light fixture that uses a bulb, and these last forever. These are really, really sophisticated. Now, the A19, the bigger of the two, has 1100 lumens, so it gets very bright, but it has built-in dimming, built-in colors. You can change the temperature of your light. In other words, a warm white, a cool white, all those sort of features. So at its maximum brightest, it's 1100 lumens, but you can certainly dial it back down if you prefer something a little less intense. Now, the Mini Color is more of a traditional bulb shape, but this only gets up to 800 lumens. And I say only, it's still pretty darn bright. Now, both of them feature a range of, and this is crazy, 16 million colors. How they don't know, how they realize that it's not 15,750,000? I don't know. 16 million colors. It's a lot. They have brightness controls, all done by voice, by the app, by however you want to control them. And again, we'll get back to that. They are super energy efficient. I mean, these use like no energy. They're really, really wonderful. And here's the best part, 22-year lifespan. 22 years before you have to replace this. Now, when we get to the price, you'll find that it's a little more expensive than a typical incandescent bulb. But let's go ahead and jump into the demo. And what I'm going to do in the demo is I'm going to show you first the LIFX app on my smartphone, and then we're just going to use the Amazon Alexa or Amazon Echo system and let it just control the lights. As you can see in the LIFX app, I've given each bulb its own name and I've created a group called Couch Light. So let's go to the group first and let's turn the brightness up. And you can see, oops, that's the brightness down. Let's turn the brightness up. You can see it's very easy to work with. You can change the color temperature. I'll keep it back to a warmer color rather than a cooler color. But let's go back and now let's take one of the bulbs, switch it over to the color view, and then we'll go ahead and give it a weird color. And not a huge fan of that. Let's go back to that warm white. And I can turn on and off individual bulbs, or I can turn off the entire light. Where this really gets fun though is when we get involved with Alexa. So let's try that. Alexa, turn off couch light. The reason that it's slower on that third bulb is simply because it's the different bulb. So it actually just seems to react ever so slightly more slowly. Same thing though. Alexa, turn on couch light. Alexa, set couch light brightness to 25. It is a little disconcerting having the two different bulbs that actually perform at different speeds, but so it goes. Alexa, couch 1 green. Alexa, couch 2 red. Alexa, set couch 3 color blue. And there you go. Easily one of the strangest color schemes, but easily fixed with Alexa, set couch light warm white. I think that's super cool. I think it's really fun to be able to control all of that by voice. Failing voice, I can go into the app and I can do things like candle flicker. How fun is that? A little weird with this particular light fixture, but all of these, the bulbs have so many features in them. And from a color temperature perspective, I mentioned this earlier, they range from 2500 Kelvin, these are the whites, 2500 Kelvin, which is like the really warm warmth of the sunrise, to somewhere around 4000 to 5000 Kelvin is typical midday bright sunshine, and you can go all the way up to 9000 Kelvin, which is a really blue light, and that's really good for workplaces and stuff. So what I find is that if you actually have the temperature go down as you get through into the evening, then it works out really nicely. So you're using a very warm white late at night, and that just helps you go to sleep because you've gotten all the blue out of it. That's actually really a smart way to deal with smart bulbs. Now, let's talk about integration, because these guys, LIFX has gone way above and beyond. You can see in their packaging that they work with Google Home, Amazon Alexa, Apple HomeKit, Microsoft Cortana. They have their own app. You can use IFTTT. I mean, it is really kind of crazy. They manage to work with everything. So whatever kind of smart home you're building, these bulbs are going to be compatible. And of course, you don't need a controller. The bulbs themselves talk on the Wi-Fi network. They work with the LIFX cloud. They work with the LIFX skill that is in Amazon Echo's system, all of that. There's nothing else you need. Just get a couple of these bulbs and get started. Now, there's not much else really for me to tell you. The demo really should speak volumes about why these are so cool. Now, they are a little on the spendy side, but remember, 22-year lifespan. So divide the price by 22 years and they're pennies a year to own one of these bulbs. Now, before I get to the actual prices, can I go ahead and ask for you to click on that subscribe button? And if this is a useful video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Appreciate that too. Okay, now the price. Let's start with this, the A19 1100 lumen. This is the bigger and slightly more sophisticated bulb, and this one will run you $59.99. And then the LIFX Mini Color, which is at 800 lumens, and these actually I kind of like better. They seem to be a little faster and more responsive. These run $44.99, and in both cases you can get sets of 4 or a house full, and then you get discounts, all of which you should check out at the LIFX.com website. So, LIFX Smart Bulb A19, LIFX Smart Bulb Mini Color. I'm going to put them back in my lamp because I think it's super fun to be able to have all this control and by voice. How cool is that? So I will catch you in my next video.